Huh. So that was the map. All right, Billies. Pekin, I gotta throw clothes in the wash. You think you'd wait even like 5 minutes? There is no freaking way it takes you 5 minutes to start the washing machine and putting clothes in. That takes like at least 60 seconds. If that. Brand mid 80 carry, please. More. Oh my goodness, dude. We just did brand mid on YouTube and we're gonna do more brand? Sure. Mike Guy? I played against a guy called Mike Guy, and he was dueling with another person that looks like they also were an MSI account. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? His movement was pretty good. But I have no idea who it was. And on the website, it doesn't show anybody, too. I checked tracking the pros, and it didn't show Mike Guy. So I don't know who it could possibly be. No, I didn't use... Oh, did I use the screen as the wallpaper? I used something, but I'll download your real file soon. Of the wallpaper. Also, I guess I didn't respond to you. I forgot your DM, but yeah, you can use @me on Twitter or whatever. I don't even use Twitter. I'm never on it, so I just don't use social medias. Trash player, trash brand. Yet you use YouTube. You guys consider YouTube social media? I don't know about that. That's literally a... Social media is normally not video watching. That's like posts. Killed you over mid-wall as Viego 2 days ago. I don't remember. Does not sound very familiar. I don't know what champion. Maybe if you say what champion I was playing, I could remember. She is not using her W for some reason. The name of the tunnel game was Mini Motorways. You just made yourself out of mana. How do you know how many brand passive you stack on the enemy champ? You don't. You just remember. The only thing that matters is you need to land 3 abilities while making sure the burn never goes off of them a single time. It could be very, very, like, at the last tick of every single one. But you should normally, if you're fighting somebody, you're going to know that you're landing your abilities on them regardless, because if the burn goes away, that means you clearly missed. And also you can see if it missed itself, too. They have a debuff counter. I've never even looked because I know that it's just, it's pretty simple to just throw your abilities and just assume that it's going to work because you should automatically know how many are going to already land. You can just kind of tell. But if there is a debuff counter, I guess you can use that, yeah. She might have roamed, but she misses a little bit. Ooh, still spread on ya. You're so fortunate that I wasn't able to get my flash off there. I had her. She was 100% dead. See ya later. Would you say it's more accurate that chat directed or mentored you on this grind? No. I don't know if I've ever gotten too many useful tips from chat, like, ever in my life. There definitely have been some moments where I feel like I maybe got some information that I didn't know, but normally I'm the one asking. Are you PekinWoof? No, I'm not. That's not me. That's Joey. If you don't know who Joey is, he's that guy that went to MSI when, like, Team Liquid needed a sub, and he didn't do very well. If you guys remember, way back. How long had Joey used that name? He used to be called the Air is Dry. He was not Joey. I don't know if he was Joey back then. I think he was the Air is Dry back then. Playing against Mel is so boring, dude. Playing against Brand is pretty boring too, though, I guess. My champion's pretty lame to face. Bro. Okay, but I'm alive, though. How are your dogs? Dude, it's been like 2 days since I streamed. What could have possibly happened to my dogs within a span of 2 days? Anyways, I don't know. I haven't really seen them in the past 2 days. The thing is that you guys know how outdoor cats exist? Well, we have outdoor dogs, so we just let them roam around. Chat picks my champs to challenger, plays brand mid. Dude, it's, what do you mean? It's not off meta. You yourself could pick anything you want. You could literally pick Zoe, right? Like, it's chat picks. It's not... That's how it works. My chat chooses. It's not my choice. Is it voting? Nah, we do these marble races at the end, and it's just one winner, and the winner can decide anything, so it's not based off of biggest vote ever. It's just one single winner. Why is the purple claw thing you built better than Liandry's? Brand with Liandry's is probably better, but you can have mana issues. Also, this gives you CDR, which is pretty nice. Liandry's might be higher win rate, but I know that they kind of, you know, they nerfed Liandry's. That was like one of the most recent things that they've done to it, so... You can also choose champion if you donate $100. That's not true. Do not donate $100, guys. You can choose my champion if you donate $2,000. $2,000 is the champion requests. That's all? Okay, $2,000 for champion requests, except for Blood Hail. You is 4K, specifically only for you. It's double, 4,000. Otherwise, 2,000 for everybody else. Half off. That's all? You know what, guys? I'm feeling pretty generous today. You know, I'm gonna do half off on champion requests. That's right. Only 50% off is a huge value. Only 1K, guys. Think about 50% off. It was such a good deal. Show us your toes. I don't have any toes. My toes are fused. Report J4 AFK. Bro, he literally just came mid. What? Yo, guys, report J4 AFK. Yo, JF4 is so AFK, guys. Damn, bro. The AFK J4 won. What is that? I don't know what happened to Vayne that got her killed, but I thought we were doing pretty good during that fight, and then suddenly we just lost. I didn't really get hit by Mel abilities or anything. I was just doing good. Flash is up? Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I could have flashed away. What? That didn't land, so he's actually gonna live. That's tragic. I had a free kill. Also, that guy's way tankier than I expected for having literally no tanky items whatsoever. He's lethality J4, so he's super squishy, and he still didn't get killed. That's crazy. I use my flash. She used her barrier. Damn, I couldn't even stun fast enough. Why Q second instead of E? Because I love the, when the cooldown is super low, you can, like, perma-stun people. Not actually, but it makes it so the stun can just be used more frequently, and I feel like that's so busted. I know that your E could be used more frequently, but I don't even care about the spread. I just want to stun people. I really like it. It feels strong to me. I've always done it that way. I've actually never done Emax. I've always liked the stun. Because you already wave clear so easily, but I know that E could, like, be super beneficial in teamfights. Q damage is higher. Yeah, but E is going to hit everybody. Alright. We almost have our Liandry spike, and then we're Giga OP. Actually, we're probably not OP until, like, 3 or 4 items. Then you just one-shot people inside of team fights. 2 items is still pretty strong, though. I don't know if I can beat this guy in a 1v1. Riven's kind of annoying to face. He's a very mid to late game champion. Brand's just a team fighter. If I get into a team fight right now during, like, early... I don't know if this is considered early game anymore, but, you know. If I get into a team fight, I can be so influential. Damn, not Lee Sin literally is not using any ability and just dying. Then I died because I come over to you. Maybe you should, like, use your ultimate next time instead of just walking in and killing yourself. Bummer. Oh, I just realized these guys are duo Q. Did not miss cannon. I have my Liandries, we'll just go. Game state is a little bit strange right now, but it's fine. What is the fastest way to clear? Probably Q, E the wave, and then W. If you're going to use every part of the kit. Otherwise, you can just do W, E, in my opinion, because you're trying to spread out onto the melee minions and stuff. I feel like that's pretty strong to do. Okay. One person's dead. Okay, another person's dead. I'm surprised that Tristana decided to just jump into every single person there and instantly died. Well, oh well. See ya. Tristana might come. I got myself killed because of you. But it was worth it for the Yuumi, right? Take the Herald thingy? I mean, there's no way that my Lee Sin would not just take the Herald and he would chase down a person that doesn't really matter, right? The person that's actually on the objective as a melee character would just leave it like that? I see. They stole it. Oh yeah, he did steal it. Yeah, never mind. I didn't even look at that. I was only focused on what my teammate was doing. Do you think losers queue exists? No. Dude, what the heck? Have you looked up the MSI Pro's win rates inside of Masters Plus? Their win rates are like 85% in high elo. Because they're that much better than everybody else. Because you can be that much better than everybody else. Yeah. For a normal... What do you mean normal player, bro? If people are really good, then you can... Like, no, dude, that doesn't even make any sense. There is no such thing as loser's queue. You just have to be good. Like, that's the whole entire point. If you're not in loser's queue, if you're stuck somewhere, that's because you deserve to be there. You can't climb if you're not good. That's like the whole entire way of elo. Same for like chess. It just means you're not good. Not good enough. Think loser's queue is ranked? No. Yeah. Bro. Loser's queue is ranked. 100%. 100%, bro. What rank would you consider to be good at League? Master tier is pretty good. Is this GG? No. We can always do more team fighting. Teammates stats from last 3 games, 13 and 33. Bro, I'm gonna be completely honest. If we take somebody that's really good at League of Legends and puts them into that 13 and 33 game, they will literally 1v9 and carry it. Your teammates do not hold you back if you're inside a lower elo. If it's 13 and 33 in Master Tier, for sure, you might lose. As I've mentioned, the people that are like MSI pros have like 85% win rate, but that still means you have 15% loss, right? You can't win every single game. The whole entire point of climbing is being consistent enough that over a massive amount of games, or not a massive, but a good amount of games, you will climb to the deserved rank. That's like the whole entire point. If you have 2 bad games in a row because your teammates suck, that doesn't mean that, like, you're gonna be stuck there forever. If I go look up, like, Faker, his account, he probably has, like, 2 losses in a row, right? Does that mean that he's, like, only being held back by his team in those games? And that he's gonna be stuck there because of that? No. He can still climb. He just needs more games played. I think loser's queue is real because of... What I don't understand is that the term loser's queue basically means that you were queuing up to lose in the first place, when it's literally... If you play League of Legends, there is no possible way that eventually you might get people that are gonna grief you or have a bad game, because those people always exist. It's not that you're put into the queue beforehand. It's just gonna happen eventually. It happens to everybody. That's not loser's queue, that's just gonna happen because people play that like that in like every game. What about Smurf queue? They removed Smurf queue. Smurf queue used to exist. Smurf queue used to exist. Triss is a god right now? Yep, with Yuumi, she's basically unkillable. You're not wrong. But my team found a crazy play and they got Byron off of it. Oh my goodness. I feel like Brand always has influence no matter your KDA. Yeah, that is 100% true, dude. Brand's kit is just inherently good, even with... You can go full support build with Brand and still be pretty useful. Brand's kit is just insane. All you need is just Liandry's, and you'll be useful for the rest of the game, because you just drop your abilities and boom. Everybody gets hit by Liandry's, and that's super useful. That being said, though, I feel like some champions counter Brand super hard. Like Karma, if you have a support Karma on the opposing team that's fed, her Mantra E can kind of just completely block all of your damage. Because I feel like Brand damage isn't so high to get through Karma Shield when it's like 700 on every single person. Karma Mantra E is so disgusting when she has like 3 shielding items. And also, if you've noticed, when I hit, like, Tristana with my abilities, she takes 0 damage whatsoever because the shield is too big. That's another thing, too. Do we not want to pressure? I was just gonna chuck my abilities into the brush and then flash out, but I guess I died too fast. I couldn't even press R before because I knew he was in there. I don't think Vayne, I guess, realized because she kind of just walked straight in. I should just let Vayne be the bait, huh? That would have been smart. Blue Trinket? I already knew he was in there. Have you ever thought about Cosmic on Brand? Yeah, it's kind of fun. I wouldn't say it's the best item, though. Your teammate didn't, though? I don't think that blue trinketing that brush would change the outcome of this 11 death Vayne to, survive. I understand that, I guess you're trying to make a point that if I used it, maybe I could have saved my Vayne, but this guy has 11 fucking deaths. And that's probably for a pretty legitimate 12 deaths. You see how I'm literally dealing 0 damage to this guy? I literally deal nothing. Also, Lee Sin died with his ultimate up. Unless there was no way for him to ulti there. I mean, I still feel like this game's giga winnable. Although, now it's going to be much more difficult because I have no flash, since next team fight could be really substantial for not getting off a good ultimate. I feel like Mel W is kind of busted versus my champion, too. If she just holds onto her W the whole entire fight, as soon as it tries to hit her, she can press W and make it fizzle. Huh. Good engage. I'm a little bit surprised that we don't want the death brush when they're face checking, but whatever. My team has a different way of playing the game. I also think that it's so difficult to win with Lee Sin, dude. I swear this champion's so hard to play. It doesn't matter if you're like extremely good at it, it still feels just not possible. Unless you're a god. Hey, but at least they died. Not bad. Can a fed brand 1v9? Depends on what you're probably facing and like how good itemization the enemy team has. There's so many factors for that type of answer. For sure you can. But what if your team's full AP with brand and the whole entire enemy team has a bunch of bruiser and tank characters that all went force of nature? Is that carryable? Probably not. Because now Force of Nature is just way too OP versus Brand Burn. Things like that kind of matter. Well, this might as well bounce to me and bounce to this guy, so maybe my teammates can help afterwards, because I got huge damage off before I died. Tristana also died. Didn't try to steal. I don't think I could have got my 3-hit passive off. Would you consider playing Hui, but just win the... You have to win a marble race to, like, recommend the champion, but if you for some reason win and you recommend it, maybe I'll do it. I wouldn't deny anything until I, like, actually read it. Depends on, like, how good my game's been going, too. Dude, if I get initiated on because... Whoa. I think that Jarvan might be, like, up here. Nope. That's wrong. Whoa. I just completely exploded. I can even press my R key. There's nobody to press it on, because if I press it on Mel, it's just going to bounce back towards me. Hi, Pekin, appreciate your consistency. Yo, thanks, man. Well, we got the dragon, but we lose. GG. Quinn is disappointed. Just don't play Lee Sin. I feel like we should have lost. After how the game was played, it definitely felt not winnable.